Hello, it's me CGT. The time is 0:58, 17th of the 7th, 2010. I'd like to call this piece Extension to Working It. I've been on before about the conspiracies and the criminal element of what HMP Brixton Prison and its prison officers do, past, present and future, particularly the present and the future. The computers and satellites programs they use and the databases independent or belonging to other companies where they've robbed, same as the satellite information where they've infiltrated that and robbed that, Yahoo, Google and YouTube. They've done conspiracy robberies on them as well. But the point I'm trying to make in this particular piece is how they've conspired to make me commit criminal offences or act irrationally. What they do, they use the computers physically to control the satellites. The information is automated in the sense of how it stores. The sensors like my heart monitor, skeleton of my body, etc. will be there. And their sensors apparently what I sense and I express through mental thoughts go back and it's on their system. But that's not the point. The point is if there is sensors like that available, then the technology becomes easier to understand in what it actually is trying to achieve. And it's trying to achieve weapons of mass destruction. They're responsible for some of the great disasters in the world at the present, but I can't identify them for legal reasons at the moment. But they're also responsible for multiple attempts on my life by forcing me physically with the use of these computers which control the satellites. The information is relayed back not only through the databases but through me, and the buck stops when HMP Brixton Prison and its officers retain information, the information that is extorted from me, which is the evidence which they want to use against me. But unfortunately, because I'm tortured, this evidence is not what it is or what it does, it's what it appears visually and audibly. And the point I'm making is this is not the real picture in sense of the stuff that I'm forced to confess or what they've seen and hear that the other people have been forced to confess. It's been a carefully orchestrated manoeuvre by HMP Brixton Prison in order to get me to say certain things to try and incriminate myself or other people, or get them to incriminate themselves or with me. Clever, sophisticated, but that's the plain simple answer of it. The problem is the evidence that I've got has come from them, and it's all it all ties in. Now it's the belief of HMP Brixton Prison and its prison officers, past, present and future, that the evidence I have is not credible. 1. Not true. Me, my family and friends are all victims in this. We did not sign up for this. 2. The prison officers did sign up for this. The minute they start work in Brixton Prison as prison officers or move on elsewhere and still using or in connection to this operation, they're guilty of multiple offences. I can't be bothered to explain the full extent at the moment, but they are. The prison officers that have just come in will be trainees and they'll be profiled to see whether they're suitable to engage in this operation. It's not a given fact, but the problem is HMP Brixton Prison in itself is one big crime scene because of the systems they've been using. The systems I will address in another piece. This piece is going nearly 5 minutes now, so I need to come off. I will address the system about how they move people from cell to cell unnecessarily, wing to wing unnecessarily, to destabilise them, to get them in a state of flux where they're unhappy and they're not thinking straight, and those possibly with addiction problems will succumb to more addiction problems. And it's those people that these addicts go to acquire their drug of choice or whatever, that the prison officers are now trying to target both on a conspiracy to supply. Same applies with mobile phones in the prison. Conspiracy to supply. But that's not the only charge. It's the charges that they're looking for. Joint enterprise, knowingly being concerned. Thank you.